What is going on, guys? This is your boy Chili. It's Tuesday morning. I haven't uploaded in a few days. This is about an hour before Iron Banner releases, and I have class coming up soon, so I'm gonna make this video short. I just wanted to upload this as an example of what I've personally dealt with and what I'm sure a lot of people are dealing with when it comes to the new skill-based matchmaking outcomes. And as you saw here, we legitimately spawned in over 2,000 points down in a Clash game, and I'm playing with Plus and Just. And it's just what I've been dealing with a lot more. It seems like I made a video recently saying that I lost my touch, and I don't play Crucible as much anymore, but what I've been finding increasingly more difficult is the fact that I come into games later and later, oftentimes down by 2,000 points or more, and playing solo, when you do that, it's pretty much impossible with the new matchmaking algorithm, the equation that essentially figures out, or not equation, but the algorithm that figures out who you're going to play and how you're going to play them. And in terms of balance, the game's pretty freaking balanced. So it's not so much as a gun issue, or certain guns are stronger. I feel like the game's pretty level-headed in terms of the trade-off between pulse rifle, scout rifles, all the primaries, all the secondaries, heavies. All that stuff is balanced, in my opinion, or more balanced than it's been in a long time. The problem that I feel like I've been running into is the fact that when you come into games late and you're playing by yourself, and as you see here, like I'm yellow barring in this, a few other people on the other team are yellow barring. The way the new matchmaking is built is it will search for players all around the world who match your similar skill level, and how they determine your skill level, I don't know exactly. It's a pretty complex algorithm. But the problem is a good way to look at like a reference is looking at Destiny Tracker and their DTR score. I think that's kind of a good way to guide yourself and base it off what it's on. The two guys that I'm playing with are all above, I think they're above 45, and I'm almost right at 45 on DTR. And because of that, every lobby we're going to get is going to be filled with people who, in my opinion, I mean, it's fun to play against. They're competitive, the games are fun, but I don't want to have to play my heart out every time, and I don't like coming into lobbies where I'm either yellow barring or having to struggle for 4 minutes to make a comeback, and then when it doesn't happen, I get pissed, And Triple Rec put out a great video on it recently where he basically said all the big PvP players and YouTubers, anybody who wants to play a competitive match, or sweats, they're going to. They were doing that from the very beginning. They found a way to get in lobbies together and play. That's what they're going to do. The whole intention of Trials of Osiris and Iron Banner was the purpose of bringing the competitive players out and hopefully having them play each other. But when you put in the skill-based matchmaking algorithm into every playlist, you'll get a lot of stagnated games in terms of, like, I find myself on the dailies every day when I play them waiting 5+ minutes to get into a game, and when I get into a game, usually it's already started. And that's frustrating because I just want to come into the game, enjoy it, have fun. I want to have a chance to win if I come in late, and overall I don't want to stress about coming in and playing these super good players that, essentially it's like, okay, well, now I have to pull out my best gear. I can't work on anything else. I can't try out a new gun I just got, otherwise I'm going to get killed. And people can say, well, it's just a public match, let it go. But sometimes, especially if you're doing the weekly Crucible bounties, the whole idea is to win a few of those games. And I find myself, when I play by myself, playing multiple games of each mode, trying to find a team that isn't bad, and that's not a knock to anyone I play with, because sometimes I have bad games, but that's the point, is it used to be that if you're a good player, you could help your teammates around you by kind of pulling them through and winning. Now it's pretty much everybody has to pull their weight, or you're going to lose, or you have to have an incredibly good game and everyone else just doesn't play that well. So there's been a lot of different trade-offs to it, and I think that the skill-based matchmaking has been proven time and time again to not work unless you create a specific competitive outlet. I found that this last week playing Trials, I played it once for the first time in over a month with the same two guys I'm playing now. It was a lot funner, a lot more fun. Not a lot funner, that doesn't make sense, but a lot more fun. And it actually wasn't nearly as competitive as some of like the normal lobbies we get into. And obviously with Iron Banner coming out, they're experimenting with Rift, but I feel like the quality of matches will go down, and I really hope that they respond to this criticism, because it's coming from players big and small, YouTubers, streamers, both with a bunch of fans, not many. Something needs to change for the simple fact that it just has been proven not to work. I mean, Call of Duty did it with Advanced Warfare. I did that back then, and even at a lower level, it basically determined that if you had a lot of string of good games, you would get matched up with really good people. And that's not a bad idea for specific competitive modes or private modes. As we've seen with a bunch of different competitive games, like both console and PC, you have League of Legends, Call of Duty, Halo, a bunch of these have created competitive outlets for people without affecting the rest of the playlist. Because now you're affecting the casual players and those people who are a little bit better, who get stuck with them, or who have to try really hard just to win a normal match. It's not really practical. It's not really logical, I guess. Because I am a competitive person. I like to play against really good players, but I also like to just have fun and not have to worry about really having to buckle down and play just to win one control, and it takes me an hour. That's not feasible either. So that was the game right there. As you saw, we made the comeback right at the very end, and this is just one example of many recently. But let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Let me know if this has been your experience as well. I'm going to post another video later kind of about the economy and the state of Destiny, because I've noticed a lot of issues with that, especially with the new DLC coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, leave it a thumbs up. As always, it's been your boy Chili. Stay focused, stay humble, stay driven. I'll catch you guys later tonight in another video. Peace.